This was a high-tech surgery from the future. A line of small steel balls was dropped on the man's face, and they all turned into spiders that crawled into his eyes. They were tiny sensing spiders. Once inside his eyes, they scanned his nerves to monitor his dreams. The pain made him tremble. The doctor said they would leave his body through his urine in a day, and it might hurt even more then. Lincoln lived in a base called Eden. There was a large gym, a luxury swimming pool, and UV sunbathing areas. Everything looked great on the surface, but life there had no privacy at all. Even sleep was monitored, and the first pee in the morning had to be tested. If someone failed the test like Lincoln, they could only eat mashed potatoes.
Surprise.
Even worse, the guards watched them like they were criminals. Because the Earth had been badly polluted, all the survivors lived in Eden. From time to time, Eden held a lottery to pick one lucky person. That person was allowed to go to the island. It was the last clean place on Earth. No pollution, with full outdoor freedom. It was like a dream for the people living there. Besides the lottery, any woman who gave birth could also go to the island. But Lincoln wasn't impressed by all that. To him, Eden didn't make sense. Why did everyone wear the same uniforms? Why were they watched all the time? Why was the work so boring, just injecting vitamins into red pipes? Lincoln was like an outsider. He kept complaining and asking questions. The doctor found him hard to deal with, so they watched him even more closely. That day, the computer system crashed, so the guards allowed Lincoln to enter the maintenance area. He got along well with McCord, the maintenance guy. While drinking and chatting, Lincoln learned that the engineers and other managers lived in a place called Sector 5. As they said goodbye, Lincoln saw a moth. He quietly put it into McCord's matchbox and took it with him. So Lincoln started to wonder again. They said all living things outside were gone, so why was there a moth? His doubts kept growing. The next day, Eden had another lottery, and this time, Lincoln's girlfriend was the lucky one. She was allowed to enter the island and live the life everyone dreamed of. Seeing that she was about to leave, all of Lincoln's doubts pushed him to act. Lincoln used the key he hadn't returned yet and quietly entered the maintenance area. When he saw the pollution warning sign on the wall, he let the moth out to look for a path. He climbed up a ladder and reached an unknown place. In the locker room, he found a blue coat and put it on. Then he walked confidently into a room, pretending to be a medical worker. On the other side of the glass was the same woman who had been pregnant earlier. She had just delivered a healthy baby.
Going to the island.
The moment she finished speaking, the nurse held down her legs. In the next second, poison was injected into her body. Her pupils kept getting bigger, and her legs started to shake. Not long after, she was pronounced dead. That twisted moment completely broke Lincoln's beliefs. And then, the killer nurse handed the baby to a woman who looked exactly like the dead mother. Just as Lincoln feared, Eden turned out to be a complete lie.